Hi guys, we are at Lemuria Nursery over in Dixon, California, and we're gonna check out a few things. I have a few things on my checklist. I am trying to fill out a bed that's in the backyard. I was thinking about getting a Roseanne geranium or some sort of perennial geranium. We'll see what's available. This nursery, they pretty much grow everything outdoors, and they're 15 minutes from my house. So I know that whatever it is that I purchase here usually should do well in my home because it's the same growing conditions. They're acclimated to the heat, so it's not like you're getting it from a nursery where they've been really pampered indoors and then you bring them outside and they're like in total shock in the summertime. So I'm super excited to show you this nursery. I know they do sell like a wholesale nursery, but they're open to the public throughout the entire week. So definitely check it out if you live nearby. I know a lot of folks don't know about it. I actually learned about it by accident, just like Googling a bunch of different nurseries in my area and trying to get familiar with what was around me. And they have an amazing selection. Well, I think I found what I was looking for. This is definitely a geranium, and the variety is Roseanne. So this is like your common geranium. And I actually really do like this bloom. I didn't want to go with it because it is the very basic variety, but sometimes basic is good. Roseanne Violet Blue Crane's Bill, and it says it gets 18 inches tall by up to 3 feet wide. And the area that I want it to go in is kind of like a part sun, full sun area. Definitely, no, part sun, but it gets some harsh afternoon sun, so needs to be able to withstand the heat. This is another variety. Let's see what this one is. More of a purple, deeper purple bloom. This one, can't see it. Johnson's Blue. I think that's too dark. I kind of like the Roseanne more. Let's stick that back in. This is very pretty. Very pretty bloom. And I think there's one more here, and I'm not a fan of this foliage. Too small. Not what I'm looking for. Cambridge Crystal Rose. So I assume that's going to be more pinky. So I may just grab a couple of the Roseanne. This is quite beautiful. It's a foxglove variety. Chinese foxglove. Only $9.99. And this should come back, or it should reseed pretty well. It looks really pretty with, I think this is Liriope. Yeah, Liriope Silvery Sunproof. It's really pretty, the variegation. This is quite beautiful too. This Carex, this would be really pretty in a pot, spilling over, and I really like this variegation. Sun to Part Sun Evergold. Maybe we get some of that. It's $10. Selection. They have a ton of roses, like carpet roses. They don't carry a ton of like name brand or items. Like you won't find a ton of proven winners or like Monrovia or like you won't find a ton of those items. It's gonna be like your staple items. Like I mentioned, they are like a wholesale nursery. So items, they carry a lot of things that do really well in our environment, in this area of Northern California, Zone 9B, and a lot of tried and true plants. And they grow, like I said, they grow everything themselves. They have greenhouses towards the back. Those are not open to the public. They have trees, a good tree selection, carpet roses, daylilies, mainly all perennials. They don't carry any bedding annuals at all. They do have some, occasionally they have some, but I wouldn't consider it to be an annual. They have like a small selection of geraniums, like zonal geraniums, and some trailers, but it's a very small selection. In the fall time or springtime, they do have a ton of fruit trees. So again, if you're local, that's one thing to look out for when it's bare root season. They get a ton of bare root fruit trees in, and they are an amazing price. So definitely check it out if you're near in my area. And yeah, I would suggest bringing shoes that you can walk in and you don't mind getting dirty, because it's all outdoors. It is really muddy during rainy season, and they irrigate everything with like overhead water. So in the shadier parts, it gets muddy still, even during the hot days of the summer. So bring comfortable shoes that you don't mind getting dirty, and bring a hat or something to protect yourself, because it is really, really hot out here and there's not much shade cloth at all. So you will be exposed to the sun. I ended up coming home with this Rudbeckia Goldstrum. This is a long living perennial. It should come back for me. It's hardy in zones 3 through 9, and it gets about 36 inches tall and about 24 inches wide. It has a beautiful, like really rich, warm yellow tone, or like a true gold yellow tone, which is really nice. I am pretty picky when it comes to yellow in my garden. I've noticed I don't like the yellows that are more on the neon side. I like an either soft butter yellow or this really warm yellow. Another interesting element to this Rudbeckia is the beautiful structure that the round centers provide in the garden. And once the blooms fall off, I may even just leave up the stems and the centers, because they are really pretty. They provide visual interest in the garden. This is going to be their first year in the garden, so they may not look good this winter. I may cut them back to the ground, but definitely in the future, once they're more established, this is something that I should be able to leave up and will provide structure throughout the winter season. In this garden bed, I have a few different things happening. There definitely needs to be some retooling. This is one, terrible soil. I would say probably one of the worst spots in my entire garden. It needs to be amended. Still, I've amended it over the years, but it needs a lot more compost. I'd like to add more rocks into this bed to provide more structure and interest. I'd also like to add in a lot more ground cover. So over the years, I plan to retool and work on this area. It's not an area I like to work in personally. It's on the side of the driveway. It is right next to my neighbor. We kind of share this garden bed, but really I've taken over this garden bed. So it's definitely a work in progress, but something that I hope will one day be something that I'm very, very proud of. One thing that I am proud of is our pomegranate tree. This tree has grown so much since we've been living here. It produces amazing pomegranates, and it has some of the most beautiful yellow color in the fall time. So I think it'll look really pretty in the fall. I have a Chinese fringe flower, so once the pomegranate goes deciduous and it loses all of its leaves, then I have the beautiful spring color from the Chinese fringe flower. And the lamandra up front stays that beautiful, like icy color the entire year. It has like a cream variegation to it. And so I really enjoy the different colors that I've been adding, but I do think there's a lot of green, so I want to switch that up. I may be removing the Mexican sage because that's one element that I'm not super happy with, but we will see, and it will be a work in progress.
sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen and all the colors. Summer love, memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors. Summer love, remember the lazy river day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another beach high sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon, no place to be.
Thank you so much for taking the time to plant with me. I hope you all have a lovely day or evening and you find something that you want to plant in your garden today. Bye.
That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air conditioning.